Hello, this is Charles Doran from Dedell & Dedell with an economic update for May 2017. In this month's video we'll talk about some of the major headlines that influence markets in April and about a few first quarter reports. We hope this information offers insight into what these developments might mean for you as an investor. Please stay tuned at the end for a required disclosure statement.
Data for consumer spending, which accounts for more than two-thirds of US economic activity, was included in the first quarter GDP report that was released on April the 30th. It showed consumer spending increasing at a 0.3% annual rate, which is the slowest pace since the fourth quarter of 2009. The economy grew at a 0.7% rate in the first quarter, which is its worst performance in 3 years. The Personal Consumption Expenditures, or PCE price index, excluding food and energy, slipped 0.1%, the first and largest drop since September 2001, after increasing 0.2% in February. In the 12 months through March, the core PCE price index increased 1.6%, but was the smallest gain since July 2016, after advancing 1.8% this past February. In the market, April ended with strong monthly gains, though US equities closed lower on Friday, April the 28th, when the Dow slipped about 40 points and the S&P 500 fell 0.02%. The Nasdaq Composite hit a record high before closing slightly lower. It's important to note that the three major indexes posted a monthly advance for April of about 1%. The S&P and the Dow posted their fifth positive month in 6, while the Nasdaq recorded its sixth straight monthly gain. Most of those gains came the last week of April, when stocks posted rapid rallies as corporate earnings season kept revealing strong performances from top global companies.
Speaking of earnings season, which are those months in a year when most quarterly corporate earnings are released to the public, this one has been strong so far, with Apple, Facebook, Tesla and BP all reporting. More than 75% of companies were surpassing profit estimates, and about 70% were beating sales forecasts at the end of April. Experts say the number of companies topping profit and sales estimates this first quarter was above the 5-year average. You may be wondering how quarterly corporate earnings are strong while our economy expanded in the first quarter of this year at its slowest pace since 2014.
Robust global growth is making up for the lack of domestic activity. Analysis shows that the more business a US company does overseas, the better its results. About 46% of S&P 500 sales overall come from foreign markets. S&P companies that earn more than half of their revenue overseas are seeing earnings growth that is twice the rate of companies that do mostly domestic business.
In the coming month, we're expecting more economic data to be released, including the US jobs report. Additionally, the Federal Reserve's Policy Making Committee will meet early May, and expected that it will hold rates steady. And while lawmakers reached an agreement April 30 to keep the US government funded until the end of September, the full House and Senate must still approve the bipartisan pact sometime in May. That's it for this month's economic update. Once again, this is Charles Doran with Dedell & Dedell, signing off for the month of May 2017. Please remember that nothing we talk about here is a recommendation. If you would like to discuss your personal financial situation, please give us a call at 203-708-9033. We'd be very happy to talk with you.
While we believe the information in this report is reliable, we cannot guarantee its accuracy. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against loss in periods of declining values. Please consult your financial professional before making any investment decision. Investment advisory services are offered through Questar Asset Management, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Questar Capital Corp., a member of FINRA and SIPC. Diddell & Diddell is independent of both Questar Capital Corp. And Questar Asset Management. And you can find Diddell & Diddell at 102 Southfield Avenue in Stamford, Connecticut.
Thank you very much for watching.